see every single game. We're jumping right in, and it's
Oh,
4x
wow.
multipliers, and
Nice.
Yanek's already down to 400 health, so...
We are jumping into the Yanek Kapten game. And what just happened here?
Well, Kapten won on moving. Definitely very strong moving player.
Yeah, didn't really get to see what the information was we had on either side.
Whatever
But
it was
we'll
enough.
Get the win for Kapten, and it's gonna be the no-move game next on this matchup.
Yeah, Kapten, the hope for Sweden in the league, obviously. GeoGuessr is from Sweden, so they might be inclined to have somebody that performs very well, and looks like he's performing.
Of course, yeah. I mean, last World Cup it was Crooks representing Sweden, but he couldn't manage to play for the next World Cup.
Yeah,
And
a bit
we
sad,
got
but it's a very
Kapten now.
tough time commitment.
Yeah, definitely
Committing 20
is.
weeks.
It
so
definitely is, yeah.
I get it.
Have to respect the commitment for every player that's participating in this.
So
The
let's
game
jump in.
starts. And it's starting off in Greece, I would say, with these poles, that car.
Yeah,
It
wooden
looks a bit
poles.
more modern in the country. What do you think?
I just thought, we have a Romania hover. I thought to me the car looked black, so
Yeah.
or like a bit darker. So, okay, he missed. He goes back to Greece. That's good.
Yeah,
and both
also
of them
these
are
tall poles are almost exclusive to Greece and Europe. They are a bit taller than other poles in the country, and it is indeed north. Very similar guesses. Not much happening here, and we get to round 2.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the first game which has 2 player cams and not just one. Because so far, every single time there was a one person, but
yeah,
we will
and
see. Okay,
we
interesting
are
to see the reactions.
in Iceland.
Yeah, we have this white car and very cold-looking houses. They look very unique. I think you call them like bungalow. I hope that you call it that in English as well.
Yeah, maybe one-story buildings, maybe bungalows, however you call it.
No big points here.
Yeah. Again, only 284 points. Nothing to worry about. And now we are on double damage.
We have a black line in the middle.
Yeah, this
that
is
a
a
Cali
good
line?
clue for California.
It almost looks like Death Valley, so why not?
Yeah, they both consider this region. They are both south of the Death Valley National Park.
Okay. Kapten kind of zooming out a bit to see if his guess is too risky to make it, because sometimes you get lost while scanning, and then you're
Oh.
very far off, and then you might be like, okay, maybe I should send a bit more in the middle.
Definitely. I had that on when I was playing in the World Cup. We had a round in Nevada, and I was so far zoomed in trying to find the road, and I ended up in the next state. That's realizing you went over, but yeah.
Actually, pretty far north.
It was pretty far north, yeah. I would say almost as north as it can get with this landscape, because usually the further north you go in California, it gets more green.
And we stay in the US with this fence with the white toppings. I think that they are reflectors, I think. So we don't crash into them. I wouldn't know how to region guess this.
This looks like, yeah, I was about to say Missouri, like Arkansas. I like that guess.
Yeah, that region with
Yeah,
Tennessee
Yanek is
maybe.
right between. Yep, could be more east or west of that. More likely to be a bit more east of that, I would say.
They're both very risky, but they're in the same place, so
Yeah,
we'll not see the game here.
they'll either be both right or both wrong.
Let's hope they're both right.
So, let's hope that. It's better for the mental of the players, I guess.
Yeah, they're not changing their guesses. They're like, okay, I committed. I'm not gonna change. Very slight adjustments.
I was just in the middle of Missouri there.
Just near Mark Twain National Forest.
Again, so far very similar guesses, or at least not in a way where someone is taking the lead.
Sadly, no black tape on the car, so it's not Ghana. We have a police car again, so we're gonna be in Nigeria, and it says the House of God.
Yes, it does. We have palm trees, pretty green, so it should be more south in the country.
Yeah, Kapten just
are
hedging
you
in the
east
middle.
or west? Just somewhere around Benin City. Both in the right state there.
Another big country. I'm not sure yet if it's the US or Mexico.
I would say it looks a bit more like northern Mexico. We have rock walls. And is it a single line?
I can't tell. I mean, it doesn't look like a double line at least, so makes Mexico
Which is
more
likely to be
And the car
Mexico.
itself doesn't look like American cars. It's not a pickup, you know. No freedom here.
But we
have a
do
US.
indeed have a split up between the US and Mexico on the plungs so far. However, Yanek is still considering Mexico.
I
Looking
could see
on
a
the
Big
map.
Bend National Park maybe in Texas. That region kind of looks like Mexico. But so far,
Car plate looks kind of more US than Mexico, I want to say, but
we have two very different guesses. It could just be in the middle of the Coahuila, but
it could be right between their guesses as well. Yeah. But
Or
it was just on the label of Mexico.
and is that game, Trevor?
Almost game. That is almost
Is that it?
game.
With the Maltese?
It could be it in the next round though. Only 229 points left for Yanek. And we are in the Americas again with this double yellow line. Not really much more to work with here.
We have some slight hills in both directions, which can be quite helpful because a lot of the countries are flat in the middle. So now you have to decide which end is it.
Yes.
And we have Nova
Have a
Scotia.
Nova Scotia guess from Yanek, which makes sense with the double yellow line.
And we have a Maine guess, so it's kind of US versus Canada.
Splitting countries again. And again, it could just be right between them. And it's Oregon.
And it might be
trees
enough to win.
Twist.
It's the game. That is
Wow.
very unfortunate. Oregon without wide lines, kind of tough to
Yeah.
get. That's what I meant. The middle is flat. You have to decide, do I go west? Do I go east? And it turned out to be west. Kapten winning that game. But his Mexico guess was very good. So definitely a deserved win.